Giovanni Contrada is the visionary and craftsman behind his fashion label and online persona, Imp of the Perverse. Imp of the Perverse specializes in blazers for both men and women. The blazers have a signature look, typically flaunting a raw edge hem, custom Edgar Allan Poe buttons, and are each finished with a handwritten label on the inside. Giovanni's passion came to fruition at a young age. He watched and learned from his mother, who was a seamstress.
I saw how these things were transformed from fabric to finished product. And she said to me, remember, why buy something you like when you can make something you love? And that kind of like, I knew at that point that fashion was going to be part of my life.
Social media and marketing are a large responsibility taken on by Giovanni in order to promote his brand. He currently has a following of 1.5 million and has accrued over 60 million likes across all his videos. His content ranges from lifestyle, to food, to fashion. From TikTok videos to his fashion brand, it is Giovanni's vivacious personality that brings his work to the limelight and keeps people enamored. Before the garments are ready to be sold, they start off as sheets of fabric. A pattern is first used to cut and sew the basic shape of the blazer. The signature raw edge is ironed in at this point in the process. Once the blazer has been sewn together, it is time to wash the garment in preparation for the fun part, dyeing the piece. Using a special twisting technique, the blazer goes through multiple rounds of soaking and squeezing to get Giovanni's signature look. Once the dye is properly set, the piece is then washed, dried, and passed over to receive the finishing touches and be displayed. The Imp of the Perverse buttons are sewn on last.
We made, I think, 100 and 200 of those buttons. I got them and I was like, thank you, I gave him the money, and we're sewing the buttons on. And I look at it real close and it says, Imp on the Perverse. Oh my God, these are really collector's items. So whoever has those buttons, those are the very first buttons that went on the garments.
Though he originally initiated his brand in 2003, it has not been an entirely steady journey to what we see today. Giovanni struggled for the majority of his life with an addiction to drugs and alcohol, which severely stunted the progress of his work and life.
I had this tremendous relapse and lost everything. I remember it was October 1st, 2012. That's my sobriety date now. Was the day that I decided that I didn't want to live like that anymore, and I didn't care about the stuff I was making. I really just was concerned about one thing and one thing only, and that is to figure out why I have a problem with drugs and alcohol. So
Giovanni committed to the tedious and grueling process of breaking out of old habits and has been sober for 11 years. Because of sober living, his work and his personal life have flourished.
It's funny, it was easier quitting like heroin than it is quitting cigarettes.
With a more focused vision, the radiance of his passion and personality take the spotlight.
Imp of the Perverse is a metaphor for the urge to do the wrong thing in any given situation for the sole purpose that wrong can be done. And I said to myself, if I ever make clothes, I know what I'm going to call my collection. If you want to make something, go out and make it. Don't just talk, do it. You know? That's it.